pretty well all my life. Like as far as having high school education from grade 10 to grade 12, I never really had it, eh? I quit in grade 10. When I quit school or whatever, you could get a job anywhere, right? I mean, jobs were so plentiful and stuff like that. And basically, back then, it wasn't how much education you had, it was whether you're willing to work or not. But my biggest downfall was I could never, ever better myself because of my education. When I think of it, I think, how much time I lost, even with my family life because of my education. When they announced that they would be closing the mill for at least a year, more than likely be permanent to go out looking for work, I knew I was really in big trouble. I was over the age of 50, and I never had high school education, so I knew it was going to be so hard to find a job. Thoughts were going through my head of going back to school or whatever, and then it was about a week after the announcement, my son come home one night. He was only in grade 4 at the time, and he said, "Dad, will you help me with my homework?" And I said, "Sure." So we sit down, and I, did his math. And I mean, everything has changed since I went to school. But when we finished, I said, "I hope this is right." There was an adult learning center in Salisbury, not too far from where I live, eh? And the opportunity came. It wasn't just a cut dry thing, just go to school. Like, I had to face reality. I had to, people were going to find out about your education and everything. And it's completely wrong because I was amazed, the support I got. What I did, I went back to school and I worked part-time at a grocery store right where I live, eh? To go to school, they tested me. They test everybody. And no matter where you quit in school, it's where they put you at a level when they test you. Much to my surprise, I passed everything but my math. So what I did was I continued to work part-time. I was determined nothing was going to stop me. Amazing, when I got my marks back, I had passed my math, but it was my highest mark. That was quite an accomplishment to me. I really feel that me going back to school helped encourage him on the education part. Now I'm able to sit down and do his math, without understanding it, no problem. So that was a big blessing. A lot of them feel that they can't do it. Yeah, they're embarrassed as part of it, and part of it is you figure that, I've been out of school so long that I can't do that because everything has changed, eh? She was more than just a teacher. She was a friend. She would help you in any way, no matter if it was schooling, it could be some kind of financial problem, it could be some kind of problem or whatever. She was always there for you, eh? I know what I went through in life. Really, I know the difference between not having an education and having an education, what it does for what it will do for you. I figure that if I can encourage even one person either to go back to school or continue staying in school, that, it's worth all your while. While I went back to school, the Literacy Coalition Board of New Brunswick offered what they called was, and it was the first year they had offered it, was what they call a SOUL project, SOUL, and what it stands for is Speaking Out, Utilizing Learners. So I ended up going and speaking quite a bit for them at the beginning. And then what happened was the board decided they had wanted 1 or 2 learners on the board. Everybody has a right to learn. Everybody has. I don't care who you are or what, if you have any kind of disability, anything, you still have a right to learn. Don't be embarrassed. The support is out there. It really is. It's amazing because it's completely opposite of what you think.